Hi, and welcome to Home Based Business Review with Carl Douglas, your host. You know, I'm excited. I get really excited when I'm interviewing legends. I'm interviewing those people that people hear like a miss. Oh, you know, they hear these people are doing outstanding numbers. Well, guess what? You guys in for a treat. But before I start introducing you to these guests, go ahead and get your piece of paper and pencil before we start, because things they're going to be covering is going to be life-changing. So keep that in mind. I have Ace and Rich Cole, and they are professionals at internet marketing. And one of the subject lines that we're going to be talking about today, I got to admit that you guys are asking these questions over and over and over again. So we're going to talk about low ticket offers versus high ticket offer and what strategy works the best. You know what? I got to tell you something. I have done both of these myself personally, but I'm going to tell you, it's all about the money. It's all about how much money you can make, but you need to know how to do that with these type of offers. Ace and Rich Cole, are you guys there?
Hey, how
you doing?
I'm doing fine. You guys have the floor. You got an audience of people who want that question answered, so let's go right into it.
Well, this is a very good question because it's more of a business model, right? High ticket.
Yeah. There's two different types of business models. You got low ticket and high ticket.
Yeah.
But the high ticket needs a low ticket as well, though, because when you have a funnel, you have some websites that need a low ticket to get some interest. We call that a tripwire offer, right? It could be anywhere between $7 to
10,
10, 18,
yeah,
depending, right? But the $7 is usually the norm. You see that quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's to gain interest and, make sure that the people are qualified to come into the funnel.
Yeah, kind of weed out the tire kickers, from the serious and the curious.
Yeah.
If you get free people all the time and it's like, oh, just the capture page and they come in and it's for free, you don't know who you're getting.
Yeah, and you want to have that essential style model, because when you start from low, it goes to mid, then it goes to high in the back end.
Right.
And the back end is really important. If the program, if that back end is not structured properly, it's not going to work. You need to have a back end structure for high ticket affiliate marketing. You need to make sure that that is structured properly to create those conversions, which I like to call money.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So let's start off with your experience on a pricing structure with a large offer.
Well, we've had our experiences with different types of high ticket offers, some as low as making $10,000 a sale, all the way up to, I would say, what is it? Like $30,000 per sale. So we've done that. And like I said, they're different business models.
They're different business models. It's just depending on the offer. Yeah. When I say offer, that just means the program.
The program itself. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, when it comes to high ticket, it's a whole different mindset. It's not, your typical, like, you're selling just a program. This is more of a high end, more high class type of service when it comes to earning high ticket, right? So you have to know your audience of who you are attracting, who you actually are marketing to make sure that that's the right type of audience. We like to call it our perfect customer. Like what would be our perfect customer, right? Yeah. Like, and about that when it comes to what's that word I'm thinking of?
Avatar.
Your customer avatar. You have to know your customer avatar, because that customer avatar is everything. And when you know your customer avatar, then you know who you're selling to, right? And what I really like about high ticket is, and on the money side, you guys want to hear about money, so I'm going to talk about money a little bit. Earning high ticket is incredible because it just really lifts a big weight off your shoulders.
It really does.
But people, they get scared of, high ticket, corporations and things like that when you earn a commission. I can tell you that it is a different mindset, but it's more on your belief system if you really truly believe that you could earn that kind of income. From the very beginning, I when I first started in 2008, I do remember seeing people that were earning tens of thousands of dollars in commission, and they were living like the free life, and I was just getting started, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I always wonder, like, how is it possible that someone could earn that type of large amount of income from one sale?
Right.
It's just, for me, I found it interesting because I've done MLM and network marketing before, and I used to have to create a huge volume of prospects to
Same
make
here.
a small
That's how I started.
amount of a paycheck, right? So
Peanut sized
when
commissions.
I learned about when I learned about high ticket affiliate marketing, it was a game changer for me because I realized, like, wow, this can set me free.
Yes.
And I don't have to worry about bringing people to meetings or none of that stuff. Not that that's bad, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
But I feel really good about when I offer someone something, it's more of a higher level of education.
Yes.
So they can really learn. It's just like if you invested in college, right? It's no different, except the best form of education is self-education.
Self-education.
So the more you learn about marketing, which is your own self-education,
Right.
the more you're going to know, and the more you're going to grow, and the more you're going to start earning high ticket affiliate commissions. Now, here's the thing. Some people have trouble investing in high ticket affiliate, companies.
They do.
And I get it, because
We've been there.
I've been there. We've been there. And in the beginning, I just couldn't see myself investing $10,000 or something, right? I couldn't see that. That's because my mindset was not in the right place. Once I started investing, I realized, like, you know what? I'm not just paying for something. I'm finally investing in me.
Yes.
Which I think is worth it. It's more important.
Yes.
And when I started doing that, and we started doing that, what I noticed was a shift in our income, our mindset. We were more heavily invested, so we took it more seriously. And it just something changed in us.
Right.
And when we did that, that was the moment where we started breaking free. We started breaking records. But mind you, make sure that your offer program
Converts.
has a real good offer that converts on the back end.
Yes.
Okay, because anybody can make a tripwire on the front and say, "Hey, buy this for $7."
Right.
But there has to be a process in place to get to those back end profits.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very important to note. Like I said, I love high ticket affiliate commissions. It's my favorite type of business model. It's the one that was allowing me to break free from my job, allow Ace to break free from her job, and we've been free ever since. And and we learn the structure of the mindset of high ticket affiliate, right? Or high ticket income in general. And we realize that the value is really important when it comes to the high ticket commissions.
I was going to say that.
Because we started understanding this model so much that we we started creating our own programs that are high ticket.
Because we learned to master selling someone else's. Now we're at that point in our journey to now create our own offer.
Exactly. And it just changed the whole game.
It did.
Because we're always closing our own deals now because, I'll tell you a story. This is funny. But in 2016, there's a program that we signed up with. And at this time we were struggling a little bit, making some money, but not really the big, moolah, right?
Right.
And what happened was we were like, okay, let's do this. Let's go for it. We tried it in the past, didn't work out. So, it's because we never invested. So when we started investing, we started learning the higher levels of education, masterminds, learning the ins and outs of high ticket affiliate marketing. And for us, it gave us all the steps that we needed to literally crush it online, right? But like I said, it was the mindset that shifted. We ended up going to Hawaii with a mastermind.
A couple times.
We ended up traveling all over the country.
Yeah.
And it just really shifted our mindset about high ticket affiliate commissions. I can't say enough great about it because I've done the low tickets, I've done the mid tickets, and I got nothing wrong with them, and I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, if you want to fire your boss and be free, you got to think big. Just like
bigger
real estate entrepreneurs that are millionaires,
the
way they think is like, you know what? I got to go sell some property. I got to earn some big chunks of commission.
Right.
I can't think small.
Right.
I got to think bigger.
The low ticket requires a lot of volume.
Yeah.
It does. You have to sell a lot of units you know, when you're talking affiliate marketing terminology, you got to sell a lot of units to make just as much as you can make from one sale in a high ticket versus selling 1,000 units. I can make $1,000 just for one sale.
Yeah,
because
that happens common for us a lot.
In high ticket affiliate marketing systems, they have it set up where the affiliate is well positioned, and positioning is key in the very beginning.
Yeah.
If you have the funds or you can get resourceful to get positioned early, listen up, audience, because I'm giving you some golden nugget right here.
Golden bars.
The best thing to do is from day one, get position at all in.
Yeah.
When you go all in, now you market, your prospect's going to go all in with you because they do what you do, not what you say.
That's a good point.
Okay. I'll throw that out there. A little bit.
And also, people need to understand the amount of time you would put in for that $10 sale. You can put that same amount of time in for a larger ticket sale. And but it is a different mindset for both parties. This person thinking this way, but this person here is thinking bigger.
Yes.
There's a whole different person over here. Yes. And then if you're thinking that, nobody wants to buy or come out of their pocket for $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000. But let me tell you, how many franchises are sold every day?
Right on.
Right.
The money is there. How many cars are bought every day?
Yeah.
They got money. People only do what interests them. What's important to them.
Yes.
I agree with that. You've seen it. I put a post it.
Yep. And they're limited by their imagination because when you think about when they're selling a low ticket, they're going to think of everybody they can possibly think of that could afford it. But that's the wrong mindset.
That's right.
I was like that until I got involved with high ticket and I started learning education. I learned that the sale is always the same.
Yeah. The sale is always
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you're selling $10, $20,
or $10,000.
$10,000, $30,000.
See that?
The sale is still the same. It doesn't change anything. The only thing that changes is your mind if you think you're worth earning that much.
That's right.
Yes, totally. Yeah. I do believe what you're saying because I see that over and over again. You know, having 25 years experience and larger ticket item customers. I mean, I sold products that were worth $25,000. The commissions were $15,000 because some of them working with. I believe it's possible. And not only that, here's what I would say to my audience. If you think small, that's what you feel you're worth. You think big, then guess what? You're dreaming big, and that is what you're worth. Always set that ceiling high. Okay.
Yeah.
And some of the people choose their own friends. You know, some people choose, I call it, nothing against McDonald's, but some people have McDonald's friends. I like to go to the Hilton or go somewhere like Dubai as far as a trip. I'm thinking large, thinking big. And I want to go to these places. Why? Because I feel I deserve it. I feel I am worth it.
Right. Yeah. You're referring to the circle of influence.
Yes.
Yes. And the circle of influence I'm very big upon because that's what I had to do. I had to eliminate toxic people who were always thinking broke. They were not valuable to me, and I had to let them go. I love them and care about them, but they got to be on their way because you know what? Where I'm walking, my road that I'm traveling, they can't walk with me.
Yeah, it's lonely on the top.
It is.
It is. It's very lonely. I mean,
it is. Yeah. I can't associate myself around people I used to hang out with as much, like, you know, former band members when I was, you know, recording. And I remember when I was telling them that I'm going to be starting an online business and that I'm going to be making money online. And they first thing they did was laugh. They were like they didn't even think it was possible. You know what I mean? Now they don't laugh. I go there, you know, because I saw them like a few years back and I was like, how you doing? You know, and they're like, they don't even look at me the same anymore. Before, they were just like, it seemed like my opinion didn't matter. Now it matters when I have to say something. And that's because I had to change my own thought process, my own mindset, and what I believe and what I can do about earning, you know, pretty big ticket income.
Yeah.
Okay, let's break it down here. We're going to talk about what's important to my listeners at this moment. I know they got a lot of value what we just discussed. I'm sure they're going to rewind it if they're not taking notes, because if they don't believe in, and to me, they don't believe in the higher level that they want.
Well, everybody wants freedom, but the problem is they're not willing to earn the big money. You know what I mean?
And they won't do what it takes to make it happen.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay, so we're going to get into some of the meat and potatoes. Okay, so a person just signed up for a high ticket item, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000.
Mhm.
What's the next step? What would you recommend? Let's talk about the meat and potatoes of marketing strategies and so on.
Well, with us, we're a lot different than everybody else on the internet. So what we do is we have a structure and we have a routine that gets people going fairly quickly on one of our offers. So one of our offers, if you upgrade to, it's called Pro, that would be $2,000, right? We
Mhm.
would earn pretty much like $997 from that commission. So it's pretty much $1,000.
Okay.
So the first step is, okay, you went Pro. Awesome. Here are your steps right now. I want you to immediately take this link and start driving traffic. How do you drive traffic? Let's have a 15-minute meet. Boom. Here's your traffic source. Let's get going. No questions asked.
That's how we
And
do
then
it,
from
yeah.
there, I want you to start going through the process
Yes.
and go through those modules and start learning how to be a marketer.
Yes.
Because I want you to be earning while you're learning. I want you to be generating leads while you're learning. I
Mhm.
don't want you to sit there and wait to actually generate leads
Right.
and understand this process. I want to throw you off the cliff immediately and start building your parachute on the way
On
down.
the way down. There you go. Yep.
That's our philosophy
Yes.
when
always
somebody
been.
signs up with us
Yes.
in a high ticket affiliate marketing company.
Mhm.
Then from there, what happens is they see how like we guide them in the process and we're there for them. We don't babysit. We guide them in the right
We
direction.
teach them.
And then all of a sudden they're
Mhm.
like, yeah, hey, I was approached about this other offer and this offer, it costs about, 30 grand. And like, what do you think, Ace and Rich? Should I do the 30 grand? Well, first of all, you're investing in yourself. Do you think you're worth it to invest in yourself? And they say, well, yeah. I'm like, well, we did. So we think we're worth it. I think you're worth it. Go for it.
Right.
Oh, but I don't know. I'm like, that's just your disbelief in what you think is possible. You see, you've been thinking small all your life, but now something finally came to you that you have to really think big now. And now
Yeah.
you're being tested and now you're being challenged. Everything you've ever known, everything you've ever done in your life, now you're being challenged. Are you ready? Are you ready to step up for the challenge?
Yes.
And then right there, boom, they go 30 grand in and we get a $10,000 commission.
Boom. Just like that.
Yep.
Now, there was a company that starts with an M. I'm just going to say it's called Mobe.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Bob.
It's my show, so I can do what I want, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people did sign up for that particular program, and a lot of people made millions of dollars in that particular program. But I'm here to say, don't worry about when the company comes and goes. Learn the strategy of marketing, learn the techniques, learn the skills, invest in yourself, because no matter where you go, you'll never be broke.
That is so true. When
Yeah.
if you literally just take, oh my God, Carl, those amazing words what you just said. Because if you take those skill sets, say, oh, I invested $30,000 and I don't know what to do. I'm like, you know what to do. Now it's time to learn marketing. Now it's time to roll your
Right.
sleeves up and
Right.
start learning the marketing. Because if you really, truly want to, set yourself free, you take it seriously and you invest in learning about marketing. Once you learn how to be a marketer, you can write your paycheck for life. And I'm not talking about just an affiliate paycheck. I'm talking about your own paycheck for life. Okay.
Yep.
We have a new offer that we're creating that we have one right now that we're revamping, and the price is going up on that.
Yeah.
Why? Because we know the value and the price, what we know it's worth.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
And we can sell it for 10K, 20K. It really doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
our belief of what we think it's worth.
And let me stop you for a quick second. People need to understand this. The reason why they can raise their price, because you got to remember, they're bringing skills, knowledge, and experience. And you will lose money if you don't follow somebody who's there, who's striving even higher, and they can take you with them, or they can set you here where you can start making money. But they invest a lot of time and money and energy. So it's worth to pay what they tell you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the year, it's something else you need to think about. At the end of the year, you got to write this stuff off. If you believe in yourself, and I got it right there, it's
Yeah.
important to believe in yourself. Here's a test for you. If you believe in yourself, you won't worry about how much something costs. Okay? Because you feel you're worth it. That's why a lot of people go to school, they go to college and they spend what? I just did a lecture the other day, over $100,000 a year. This to go to college for 1 year. When they come out, they're going to find out they're just good at just getting the job.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
It's
how
what-
it is.
Or get you good to get in a job. But if you invest in yourself and this type of education from Ace and Rich call, guess what? You're going to believe in yourself. If you paid $10,000 or $20,000 or even $2,000, it's a test to see if you believe in yourself. You wouldn't even question how much something costs. At the end of the year, you can write that stuff off or pay Uncle Sam.
Mhm.
And if you think about the types of services that are out there by different types of influencers, different types of marketers and leaders, a lot of them don't do what we do.
No.
Mhm.
And that's what makes us stand out in the marketplace. And a lot of leaders, you know, they forbid us to even go the route. And they've talked us down.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
there's like, you're spending
Gurus.
too much time. Gurus literally
Mhm.
giving us advice and
Mhm.
telling us, well, I wouldn't do it that way. You're spending too much time with the customer. You should be just selling them and just let them go. They let them do it themselves. Let me tell you something. How far did that get you? How far did that get that person to become a lifetime long customer?
No. We do things differently.
No.
We do things differently.
Mm-mm.
I put it out there. We got a 6-month coaching program for 12 grand. 6
Yeah.
months. Why? Because we know it takes 6 months.
And
That's
the
a
people,
bargain.
the people
We
that
keep it
come
real.
on, Carl, they stick it out.
Yeah.
They stick it out for the first 3 months. It's grueling. They're ready to quit. But you know what? They got coaches that are real coaches to help them to go, no,
Mhm.
you pay for this for 6 months. You're going to see it until graduation. I just
Yeah.
graduated another student yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're seeing people build lists now. We're seeing people follow up with email.
Mhm.
We're seeing them build their brand. We're seeing them
Yeah.
and these are all skill sets, like you said, we've invested heavily over the years
Mhm.
that we actually learn these skill sets. Now we've mastered these skill sets that we can teach other people.
Yeah.
These skill sets to
They're
get the
creating
results.
their own offers. They're
Yeah.
making their own high ticket now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. We get
Yeah.
excited when we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
see that.
yeah, we do. 'Cause we love to see people
I
succeed.
feel that. I feel it from anybody who's listening because they're getting excited. They want someone to take them by the hand. They're scared.
And nobody does that. Nobody
No.
will take you by the hand in this industry. I'm gonna tell you right
No,
now.
they won't. We've been there. We asked,
We've been there.
and we
Yeah.
find out that these people are not patient. They're
Yeah.
not patient to want to
shame.
do that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
They just want to just get their commission check or whatever and
Leave them
just
high and dry.
leave you high and dry. And
Yeah.
I find that to be a disservice.
Oh, come over here for like a few days and hang out for a mastermind and pay this amount. And I'm like, no. It takes a little
It
longer
just
than a
is
weekend.
confusing even
You know what I
more.
mean? Yeah.
And this is why you see a high failure rate in the industry.
Yep.
hmm
That answers the question right there. Why is such a high failure rate?
Well,
And
there's
you just-
different variables.
hmm
There's different variables, Carl.
Yeah.
The first variable is when someone invests, they don't do anything.
And there are people that do that.
Yeah, they don't do anything. They
They'll do-
freeze.
yeah.
Because other influences, like you said, your circle, that's a really important factor.
Circle of influence.
There's many variables. I mean, what
Mhm.
about if someone invests and, let's say that somebody gets sick, something happens, right? But that happened
Life
to,
gets in the way.
Yep, life gets in the way.
hmm
Many different reasons. But sometimes when things like that happen, it's not their fault. If somebody gets sick, something happens. But most people, when we actually coach them, we notice that they go through the whole thing because they love working with us, right? Cause we make it fun. We make training
That's
exciting,
the thing that we
fun, and original.
do. Mhm.
And that's why nobody does what we do.
Fun and educational at the same time.
Yeah, we teach them everything about branding, social media,
Mhm.
list building, email marketing, copywriting, productivity,
Personal
and the list
branding.
goes on and on.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you guys are great because you understand that.
Yeah.
And-
But
work
we
very hard
know
over
one of the
years.
hardest things that a beginner can actually face is the fact that they have no credibility. Well,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to get credibility?
You have to
right?
teach them how to build that authority.
You gotta teach them, right? And another thing is working with Ace and Rich, they can leverage off of our credibility temporarily until
Yeah.
they build up their own, because we can help amplify their credibility by boosting their morale, by
Yeah.
giving them opportunities to step up in leadership,
Yeah.
Yes.
by becoming the teacher.
Yeah.
So what your steps are when a person show interest, do you have I know it's a call of action, but do you have a step where they can contact you and go to a consultation before they make that decision?
We
You
do.
want to ask the right kind of questions. So if they don't answer those questions correctly, you're not there to take their money. You're going to let them know you're not ready.
Yes, we
You
have
just- oh,
turned
we
down
gotta turn
people's
down people.
applications, and they fill out an application at the website we
It's not a
provided
good
you,
fit.
and we'll be like, "This is not for you right
Yeah.
now." We'll tell them just like that. Come back again when you're ready. And they want to do it, but it's like, it's not about the money. I don't care if you can go to the bank and wire me the money. This is not about that. That's not going to solve your problem.
If you're ready.
You've got to be ready for this.
It is a commitment.
It is.
For the next 6 months, it is a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And we start with the mindfulness with mindset first, and we move on to social media,
yes,
traffic, conversions, all those different things.
Yes.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you got to want really bad. Like if you really want to change your life, you want that freedom. You want that freedom lifestyle. You want to understand how to really attain that freedom lifestyle,
right?
How to truly do the work, what it's going to take. Then that's a commitment.
And it's raw. It's
Yeah.
raw like we are, because unlike these people who have fancy websites and funnels and things like that, when we rolled this thing out, people didn't care about all that goofy stuff.
They did not care.
They said, you tell me what am I
We had a
gonna be
waiting
learning?
list. People
Yeah.
literally had a waiting list.
It's raw.
Before we launched it.
We just basically said it's you and me weekly,
Let's
one-on-one.
Yeah. We have two
Mhm.
people though, which is really cool.
Yeah, and
They
we
signed
rotate.
up.
We take turns.
They
Yeah.
signed up at the same time. And
One is from Spain, the other one's from Georgia.
yeah.
They signed up on the very same day.
Yeah.
So what we did was we asked their permission if it would be okay for them to be in the session for their
Yeah.
coaching. And they were like, yeah, we're fine with that. Two strangers didn't even know each other.
Now
Now all of
they're
a
like
sudden
best
running,
buds.
they're running buddies now,
Yeah.
so they can build their businesses together, and they're in two different industries.
And that's powerful.
It is.
When you can come
Pods,
together,
Yeah.
that's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, that's awesome information. What was your biggest breakthrough in your business? This type of business we're talking about.
Okay. So in high ticket, it was the first 15 weeks of execution of marketing after we were taught what we learned
Yeah.
in the one system. In 15 weeks,
As an affiliate.
as an affiliate in
Yeah.
high ticket, we made $42,000, 890 in 15 weeks, which catapulted our success, catapulted our credibility. It was like we
Our
were the
story,
underdogs.
yeah.
No one knew who we were until we rose to the top like
Yeah.
that fast. And
Nobody-
people wanted to know, okay, what was it that you guys did?
We have leaders like on our list
Mhm.
watching our emails. Like literally, like what are you guys doing differently?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing to make sales?
So how would you answer that question if somebody asked you that? What did you do?
We tell them. We actually got laser focused.
We got laser focus and we worked our butts off.
We hustled.
Literally.
Thank you.
hustled.
We had people signing up immediately. Who is this person? Let's get them on a video chat now.
We don't
and,
wait.
and build a solid foundation of a great relationship.
Mhm.
And then from there, they trusted us.
Yes.
And they're like, I'm ready to go all in with you guys. Come on, Ace and Rich, I'm going to go all in with you.
Yes.
And it was just, literally was just lining up.
Yes. Every
Yeah.
moment that we could squeeze into that time block, even when we were at our jobs at the time,
Yeah, we were working at the
we were
time.
working our jobs.
Yeah.
And I was on my break at Staples, and I would be like, you know what? Let me check my phone real quick.
I had to
Oh,
tell
I
her to
see
quit.
somebody interested. Guess what? Every message would get answered, even during my
Yeah.
work break. I would use that
I told
time
her, I said,
to
"Baby,
do
it's,
closes.
it's time for you to quit. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, she was working part-time at Staples. I'm like, you can quit now.
Yeah.
Okay? You ain't got to stay there.
Yeah.
Take care of the business while I'm still working.
Mhm.
Right. So I kept working Geek Squad and Best Buy. And I was working like, 12, 16-hour days at times. And I can tell you that I could have quit in 2016, but I stayed an extra year because of getting mentorship that I invested in the past with my mindset through a millionaire coach. Okay. Like a Les Brown, I invested in someone like that and taught me about creating capital and understanding how capital works and everything. So I use my job to fund my dreams, and I use that capital to keep growing my business. If I didn't have that, there's no way we would be where we are today. That's why I always say God bless the job that I have.
But it didn't stop there, because just when you think, okay, you hit that sweet, juicy moment, you're successful, it takes 15 weeks. How long can you keep this up? We stayed within 15 weeks. We scaled the business up
Yeah.
and keep scaling and scaling. Within the 11th month, we did $120,000 with high ticket.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, we did over $500,000
Yeah.
and still climbing.
Hmm. So would you say email marketing was your ticket, word of mouth marketing? Which one worked the better best for you?
I think it was a combination of multiple things, but to be honest with you, if I could look at a pie chart in front of me right now, I would tell you that our biggest revenue came from social media.
Social media marketing. That's
Facebook,
what did it.
YouTube.
Yep.
Facebook, YouTube. Yeah.
LinkedIn.
The clients were more higher end.
Yes.
They were less you know how people go in a car dealership and they're just like tire kickers, you know what I mean? There were less of those type of people from social media and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that Facebook is great, but they said people on YouTube have the credit card in hand. They already have the problem.
High quality leads, hot, ready to go.
Well, because if
Yeah.
you're creating a video piece of content
Mhm.
and you're talking in a way that's solving a problem, then when they opt in, guess what? It's like, oh, they see you. Oh, they see you again. Oh, hey, right? There's a correlation there, and
Yeah.
they're a little bit more hotter to buy than someone that's reading some text, right? That's why we love video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I do know that you guys are expert in this field, and my audience right now, I know some of them have their mouth open like, did they really give us that? Yes, they did. That's because they love helping people. See, the key here is in making money is find those people with certain problems, help them solve those problems, help them get what they want. You're eventually going to get what you want. These particular individuals, Ace and Rich,
Mhm.
they have a passion. I know because I've been knowing them for years now. I've been watching. I was one of those guys, just like you right now, watching the video. Years back, I used to watch them and I used to go, I'm going to meet them one day. And I'm going to tell them, some of the things you have said has helped me. But guess what? Only reason why it helped me because I put it to action.
Oh, absolutely. We love
You
action
got
takers.
to put into action.
You got to put in the action, and
Yeah.
you got to have good work ethic. If you really want to succeed in this business with high ticket, you got to have good work, strong work ethic.
And you have to think.
Working smarter in this industry with high ticket, you have to be working smarter. You don't have
Yeah.
to be smart, and that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is once you learn the skill sets, you learn how to put into practice and work that builds leverage of your time. So
Well,
you work a little smarter.
It's more like thinking to be limitless.
Mm.
If you can hold on to that mindset of like, I'm limitless, anything's possible. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what people think. I'm limitless. I can make anything happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
That's the mindset.
Just mentioning it right there, you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. You're only one can change yourself. You're only one can let something in, but you have to believe in what you're letting in because it's going to go ahead and grow you. Like I said, you're unzipping that old you and letting that new you come out. Number one thing. Okay, we have a couple minutes here. I'm going to give you the floor. This is a question that I have, and I want you to answer that. Take your time. I have a person right now that's interested in what we're talking about, but this particular person is scared. Fear. How can they get over that?
Okay. So it's normal to be afraid of the unknown. It's normal because I've been there where you are. So I know how fearful you are right now. But if you take your circumstance, do you think anything's ever going to change because you're going to wallow in fear? Or you think things are going to change when you step out your comfort zone and take a risk for once in your life? If we had never taken a risk, I will tell you, I would never have this big reward to be free from my job and be a stay-at-home full-time mom and be able to watch my son grow so I don't have to pay somebody else to watch and see and miss out on the most important events of my son's life.
Yeah, they're playing soccer with a mask on. I can't fathom that.
No, exactly. You don't want somebody to raise your kids for you. You have your child, you want to be there. And that's coming from a parent's perspective of being like that single stay-at-home mom, because that's where I was. So I know what the fear feels like. And then when you learn this industry, it will pay you for life. And maybe, I got this this advice from Big Al Tom Schreider one time when I met him. Okay. It may not be the opportunity that you think you call home right now that you're in your home-based business. That might not be the one that you're going to make your first, $10,000 big breakthrough. It might be another opportunity, or maybe it'll take a few bad ones until you find the right one.
Yeah.
And that'll teach you a life lesson of what to learn about being a marketer and being an entrepreneur. But those are the lessons that you learn, even if they feel bad, even if that was the reason why you're afraid because of what happened in the past. If you take a sip of hot coffee and burn your lip, does that stop you from taking another sip? No. So don't let that stop you. You keep going. Because, and I'll tell you why. Whatever was the reason why you wanted to do this business in the first place, go back to that, and that will take you out of the fear.
I think for people that have fear about, joining a high ticket affiliate marketing company, is because this is just my opinion, because I know I went through it. They probably don't have a good relationship with money in the first place. Okay. Because in the beginning, when I joined my first high ticket, I didn't invest. I only invested, like a little bit, right? Just to, feel the waters. And I wonder, like, how come all these people I see are making so much money, that are free, that are traveling, and how come I'm not making it? You see, I know now what I didn't know then.
Hmm.
And if I look back, I didn't invest. I didn't take it seriously, because my mindset was not in the right place. And also, I did not have a good relationship with money. Okay? I didn't take money seriously. And I think most people, if they're fearful, is because of that. And the other reason is because they don't understand, in order to make it in this life, no matter what you choose to do, you got to take risk. And if you don't take risk, you're always going to be worried about what if. And then those are people that like to get ready, but they never do anything.
Right.
So you got to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stop that. You got to learn to take risks. If you don't take risks, you're never going to able to see what's on the other side. You can probably peek over the fence and take a look and see somebody else doing it, wish that you can do it, but you got to hop over that fence completely and step on that ground on the other side. Because if you never take that step, you're always going to be wishing that you always done it when it's time for you to check out, as I like to call it.
Now you see why you get two different coaches.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're sitting there going, "Oh, I'm scared," but you just heard it. 80% of you are talking yourself out of it. Talk yourself into 20% is stronger than 80%, because that 20% is going to be making all the money while you're sitting there worrying still. You have control of you, 100%.
Well, they're afraid of losing. They're afraid of losing what they got, but they're not worried about what they're going to gain.
That's so true.
And I'll tell you this too, from my experience, the more you hoard it, the more someone else will take it. If you don't invest it now, it's going to go somewhere, because the money is not yours to begin with in the first place.
That's right. That's another mindset.
Exchange item. I mean, if you're in South Africa, it could be rocks. It's
Right.
It's mean for what you want. Okay. And like I said, people only do what's important to them and what they want. But think about it. What do you really want? Who's holding you accountable for what you can receive? And I always say it's either your children, because it's bigger than you. Think about them. Think about a better life for them. But anyway, Ates and Rich,
Yeah.
Carl, I am so happy that we had a chance to spend this time today on our show. We are definitely going to invite you back. Would you come back again for us?
Yes, we will.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to say goodbye to you right now, and until next time.
Until next time.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.